Alright guys, welcome to this video review on how to start a liquidation business. My name is Brando Linick, and this is a really highly profitable business model. This is, and a lot of people, they like to confuse and overwhelm it. Not that difficult, okay? It's pretty simple. Once you start building relationships with people who have had liquidations and processes done with their homes, with their furniture, with their items, alright, that they've owned, and whether this is through a broker, alright, or a brokerage, or a wholesale distributor, you build a relationship with those people and you can take in, alright, and have those products and services for yourself by just buying it, okay, buying at wholesale price and then marketing it up as a liquidator at retail price. So it's kind of like buying and selling and auctioning in a sense. That's really what a liquidation business, in a sense, an overview that I could explain to you in the simplest form kind of is, and it's fairly that simple. And you can post things up on Craigslist that you have to offer. You can post things up on Facebook. Alright, I would actually strongly recommend that you build your social media following. Would be the first on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and that way you can attract people to you and your liquidation business to see what you have to offer. And like I said, you can build relationships with people who have been through the liquidation process, people who have had things liquidated, alright, and you can go buy those items from them and take them, whether it's at pawn shops, wherever it's been liquidated, and then you can have your own liquidation business by buying it, marking it up a little bit of money, alright, if you see the value in it, and then turning a profit. So it's all about like buying and selling. High is the idea, and that in essence is kind of how it's done. So I hope that makes sense, not too complex. It's really not rocket science. And a review on this though, just from my thoughts on it, having gotten around people who have done it, really successful people, not so successful people, the process of just maintaining and building the business, I'm telling you, buying low, selling high, auctioning off things, battling with people about, what a price is going to be on something versus a price on this. The process of maintaining the business with equipment, supplies, employees, inventory space, which has to be big, alright, this process, it can be draining, alright? Dealing with it all can be just absolutely draining. It's highly profitable, but maintaining and running it on a daily, weekly basis, it can be draining, especially when you have some employees and just buying low and selling high. That whole process, it can drain your day. And that's why if you're looking at this because you want to build a business and an income for yourself, I would actually advise you, if that's really what you're looking for, to learn how to build a leveraged business model where your profit margins are a lot higher and you don't have as much overhead and you don't have to deal with buying low and selling high and looking for the best object out of the garbage bunch, alright, without having to do any of those stresses. Because if you've never done it before, some people will tell you it can be very stressful. And I've got a lead I can throw your way here that can save you a lot of blood, sweat, and tears if you're looking at this to build a business and income. And my story with this goes back about a year ago when I transitioned from a traditional business dealing with supplies, equipment, inventory space, shipping and handling, employees, and I went from that and came across a person who was building a business without buying low and selling high and doing auctions and always looking for the sharp next best product to sell, and without doing any of that, without going through any of those stresses. And because they weren't dealing with that, they weren't creating their own products, they weren't doing anything technical, and they're building a business and income, a high multiple six-figure, almost seven-figure income, their second year in business on the internet, alright, because they were doing that with the least amount of overhead. I started to model and copy what they're doing. I mean, this person was picking up and being able to just move their laptop anywhere in the world that they wanted, live somewhere for like 6 months period of time, whether that's in Thailand or another country, alright, and just live there, wherever there's internet access. So they had time freedom, location freedom, money freedom, and it was attractive to me. And I started to model and copy what they're doing, and this was going back to September of 2014. In less than my first month and total of three months, alright, 90 days, I was able to create a full-time income business working part-time on the internet, which is not average or typical. I'm not guaranteeing you the same results. And the cool part was I didn't have to deal with managing and maintaining all those things that go with a liquidation business, supplies, equipment, employees. It's not to say it's bad, but when you're looking at a business to make margins, to make an income, to be able to do what you want to do when you want to do it, if that's what you're looking for, learn to build a business on the internet. And if you're following me here and this makes sense to you from a business perspective on how to get the results that you want out of business, to be your own boss, to quit your job, connect with me on my site. Check it out. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link down below, but regardless of if you do connect with me or you don't, I look forward to seeing your success story, and I hope you got value out of this video. Take care.